Beautiful souls, love reading time. Okay, so I've got some universe signs for you, and they took me down a little path this morning. So I was seeing a massive, massive brick wall. So I feel like for the right collective, maybe you've built walls up so high that can't come down, or you know that your person has, and you just can't get past those walls. And I was also seeing buttercups. So for some of you, that could be a name, like someone could have used to have called you Buttercup. You could have a pet called Buttercup. And then I went on to the spiritual meaning, and it was about joy and, yellow being that colour of joy and optimism. And then I saw Build Me Up Buttercup and started channeling that song. Very old. Why do you build me a buttercup? That one. So I had a little listen of that this morning, and it's about why do you build me up, Buttercup? It's about someone who builds you up and then like lets you down. Like it talks about, you say you'll be there on time, or you'll come round, or you'll phone and you don't, and I'm left waiting. So I feel like that's a big theme of the reading as well. But there were squirrels and rainbows on that video that stood out to me. I could see a squirrel today, or they could mean something to you. So there's the universe signs of the reading. Let's get into it. Straight away, regrets and mistakes. So there's a real feeling of, there's a lot of regrets. There's been a lot of mistakes made when it comes to this love connection, is what I'm feeling. And I'm strongly seeing the colour green as well. Could be a surname, favourite colour. I guess it's a spring colour with the grass at the moment though as well, isn't it? Could be a road name. That one. So this blah, 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 this person to you represents home. You know those connections, and you probably do or did, depending on your circumstances, feel really safe with this person. It's that feeling of coming home. They're your home, they're your safe space. Whether you're still together or not, that would be the feeling. There's love in that card. It's never stood out for me before, but I feel like you're getting signs that this person loves you, or to love yourself perhaps, but you'd be getting universe signs, you'd be seeing names, you'd be seeing, all sorts. There's a reader on here and she always says the signs are for us, and I do very much agree with that. But there we go, that is too many. But you've got compromise, making changes, but it's upside down. So there's a lack of compromise, there's a lack of change, there's, whatever the issues are when it comes to this connection, there's an unwillingness to change. And I think that's where the walls come in. It's like, nope, got my walls up, not doing anything, Fear. A lot of upside down cards today, 2 more. Okay, so do you know the fact that I talked about high walls, internal, mental, and I talked about, and all these cards have come up in reverse. It's almost like, I don't know if there's like a hiding of feelings, like maybe even on your part, or unwillingness to kind of face feelings, or that is your person. That's kind of where they're at when it comes to this love connection. But I think for you, you're scared of the future now. You're like, what lies ahead for me? Like, whatever's happened in this love connection. I feel like if you are in no contact, you are broken up. I feel like both of you, I will get into your person, but I don't feel like you're actively in another relationship. They might be worried that your person's dating someone new, but there's a real intimacy and bonding when it comes to this connection. It's very special, very, you could actually have had a family together, or you have a family together. I've got to stop doing that. I'm so used to doing like the no contact readings. It's not necessarily the case, but you could live with this person, you could have lived with this person, had a family together. Well, that's just how they feel. or felt. And that's more the thing that's coming to me. There's single parent responsibilities, and unfinished business between the two of you as well. I want to get some tarot on you and the situation. I feel like for the White Collective, you'd be really like anxious. You could be anxious that they're, if you're separated, you could be anxious that they're seeing someone else. If you're together, you could be anxious that they're seeing someone else. That is what I'm feeling. So, my 30% off all tarot reading sale ends next Thursday. If you're interested, link in bio. If you'd like to buy me a coffee to thank me for my energy, it keeps me doing that's also in my bio. Yeah, and I'll put a £5 Friday on today. So short reel, one question, £5 for today only. Go over to my website, my booking page, and you'll see it at the top. Oh, you're in Queen of Swords. Oh, I think the walls are yours. You're in Queen of Swords. Yeah, maybe we're just done. And especially with the, the wording in that, why do you build me up, Buttercup, only to let me down? Maybe it's like, oh, no, I'm done. I don't want it anymore. Come through correctly or not at all. That you could have some sass about you or be a bit, what's that word? I definitely think for the White Collective, you might think your person's either cheated or they're with someone new as well. But Queen of Swords, she's not really in touch with her heart space. Like he, she, they. This is he, she, they. The Queen of Swords is not in touch with their heart space. It's like no nonsense. Like these are your walls, but I think it's after a time of maybe some bad behaviour or the way you've been treated, or they're always letting you down. They don't answer your calls. They don't phone when they'll say. They don't turn up when they say. Maybe a promised commitment, and this is kind of being the outcome of it. And I feel like you've had enough, and you've put your walls up. If you don't live together, I think this person might have been trying to communicate with you, and you're like, and offer, and you're like, no more, I'm done. I definitely feel for the White Collective, you might suspect that your person's cheated, or it may not be that extreme, but you may be worried that they've moved on with someone new if you're in no contact, or there's something strong and heavy in this reading about family and feeling like home. I'm going to go to part 2. Love and light. Bye.